with the theme of Coraline, she goes to Mr. Lewinsky's, they're watching the show, got the jumping mice in there, they're having popcorn, and so that was another cute little idea to put in the bag. Hi, I'm Mercy. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm a professional baker here to help you level up in the kitchen. Today, I wanted to show you this really cute Coraline goodie bag that I did for my daughter for her 13th birthday. She's really obsessed with Coraline, watches the movie daily at this point, and so it was a no-brainer that this was going to be the theme for her party. We had her birthday party at a skating center, so I incorporated a few ideas to make sure that we were staying safe within the confines of the skating center, and then also keeping on theme with what we've got in her goodie bag. So whether you want to totally emulate the bag, or if you find something that inspires you, let me know in the comments. But rest assured, I've done the homework. I'm pretty sure most of everything that I've got from Amazon, so it'll all be linked below, and you can go straight away and grab the things that you like. All right, so let's get into this bag. And as I mentioned, her party was at a skating center, and so I wanted to make sure that I had tabs on the girls at all points whenever they were out on the floor, eating pizza, going to the restroom, and I was trying to figure out a way I could do that to make sure that, you know, I'm keeping them safe and keeping an eye on them. So I thought about these Firefly scrunchies. So this is something that's super cute, it's on theme, and an easy way for me to keep up with the girls. So basically, this is like your normal scrunchie, but it has an LED light inside of it. So let me go ahead and turn it on. And boom, so you can see the LED lights, and this was really cute. I let them know as soon as they got there, they can either put it in their hair or they can put it on their wrist, but it was to stay on them and on at all times so that I could identify them, and then also so they could identify each other. This also looked really cool out on the floor when they were skating, because sometimes the lights are up, sometimes they're down, and so these looked really cool on the girls when they were out there too. So practical and fun. I really did like these scrunchies. I had never used them before. Again, I got this off of Amazon. It's made out of like a silk fiber, so it doesn't pull on the hair. And the LED lights have a few settings. So this one, it's flashing pretty quickly, and then you just push it, it'll slow down. And then it's got another setting to where it can just be constant, and then of course turn off. So I had them make sure that they have this on at all times. If you've seen the movie Coraline, you know there's this through line about fireflies. So that was really where my idea first started. I was like, I wanted to incorporate the fireflies into the bag, and I'm like, how can I do this? My first thought was to do a jar, like a firefly jar. But then I'm like, that's not practical. Of course, we don't want them breaking anything. So then I thought about these actual clear plastic bags, and we'll get to that in a second. So to do the firefly effect in the clear bag, I found these LED strips, and these LED strips, they come in a wide range of colors actually. So I choose the one, I believe it was like the fairy tale setting, but you could do all one color. This is like a multicolor because it's going to match the scrunchie. So this one, you could do like all red, all blue, all green. I'll put some examples up on the screen as well. But of course, being on theme, I chose the multicolor, but you've got a lot of options when it comes to these LED strips. So it came in this pack, and what's really good about the strips as well is that they're waterproof. So that was another thing that I was thinking, like, okay, I'm gonna give them lighting, but again, I wanted to make sure that they're safe. So these strips are waterproof. So if they were to put their water bottle in their bag, or their flask of lemonade, juice, soda pop, it was gonna stay safe, and we weren't gonna have any hazardous issues there. So this item, I would definitely say 10 out of 10. They have a really long burn life, and once I turn them on, I want to say they last about 3 days, and they're battery operated. So once the lights go out, you can just change out the battery and essentially keep these for a pretty long time. So I did feel like this was a really good buy, great buy actually, and they're super cute and helped with the lighting, the Firefly theme of the bag. So I just want to test this really quick, see if I can turn out the lights and give it a better effect. So see how cute, super cute that is. So they had a little bag with their little fireflies in it, and also their scrunchie. I'm gonna turn that back on. All right, so next up is the bag itself. Again, my initial thought was a jar, and then I'm like, that's not going to be practical. We're going to be moving around a lot. So I came up with an idea of the bag. So these clear bags, again, got them off of Amazon. 10 out of 10, highly recommend. This is a really durable bag. It has some nylon strips, and they're like super tough, so they're not going to rip. You can actually put a lot of weight in here. The goodie bag itself doesn't really, weigh that much, maybe like a pound or so. But this can definitely withstand some weight. And of course, the specs are on the listing, and I'll put some of the things up there. But this came in different sizes. This one itself is a 10 by 10 by 4, and it was just perfect for all of the things that I wanted to put inside of the bag. And this bag was also waterproof, because again, we're dealing with, sodas, lemonades, waters. So I wanted to make sure if they did happen to spill something on their bag, you can just wipe it up, clean it up, and then this is something that they could have for later. So this could be like a really cute makeup bag, after the party is over. They could take this to the beach, really cool little beach bag if you want to put your beach accessories in here, drinks, snacks, something like that. These are really cute. And then also they came in a bunch of different colors too. I chose the black nylon, again, to go along with her Coraline theme, but they had, I want to say, gold, red, green, white. Again, everything will be linked in the description, so you can take a look. 10 out of 10 recommend the bag. Next up in her bag were the button cookies. So again, if you've seen Coraline, another through line in the movie are buttons, right? So the other mother, she's got button eyes. She wants to gift Coraline with some button eyes to acclimate her to the other world. And buttons are a through line in the movie. So of course, being a baker, I had to bake something for the girls, but I did, of course, want to keep it simple, because I also did her cake as well, and we'll talk about that later in the video. So with the button cookies, I did my sugar cookie recipe. Let me know in the comments if you want me to make a video on that one. This is a really easy recipe. You can do a lot of things with the sugar cookie recipe. This is also the recipe that I use for my royal icing cookies, and it's nice and yummy. I wanted to do the buttons in different colors, but I ran out of time. But it actually ended up working out perfectly, the aesthetics of just the natural color going into the bag. So I was still happy about that. They just got 2 button cookies, and they came in this little cello bags. One second, I forgot to grab the bags. I want to show you guys the bags. I'm back. So I chose these cello bags. I really love cello bags. So in my cupcake shop, we offer cookies and brownies every day, and the cello bags are really good because they have a duality to them. So you can either put your food grade product in here and you can vacuum seal it, or you can stick it in here and use a little twist tie or a little ribbon to close up the bag. When you order these, they do come with a twist tie like this, but of course, we opted not to do that. We wanted to do something that was really on theme with the bag. So in their little button cookie bags, here's the cello bag. I opted to use a little blue satin ribbon, and that was to go along with the shred that was in the bag. So everything, color coordinated, and we got to make sure we color coordinate. And then to close off the bag with the satin ribbon, I found these little keys. So this little key here I found at the Dollar Tree. And that's one thing you guys will also hear me mention high and low. So I feel like in the areas where you can save, of course, save. So whenever I'm going to do, any sort of decorating for something, I always start low. So I'll start, at the Dollar Tree, stores like that first, and then build my way up from there. Especially if it's going to be something that you're only going to use one time and just toss it out. I mean, why spend a bunch of money on it, right? So start at the Dollar Tree and then work my way up from there. So in the arts and crafts section, and I'm gonna see maybe if we can zoom in on that. In the arts and crafts section, they have these little, die cut different shapes. So I got lucky and found these little keys, which goes perfect along with the Coraline theme, because as you know from the film, she needs her magic key to open the door to go into the other world. So again, on theme, I thought that was super, super cute. And these here came, I want to say it was like a pack of 6 for $1. So, I just got however many I needed for the bags that we were going to produce. And it was just really cute. So I'm just gonna, I'll just leave that to the side, but actually I'll put it back together. So again, that is a tip when you are, putting goodie bags or doing your tablescapes, like whatever you're doing, do high, low, and start low first, again, for things that are just going to be disposable and maybe you won't be transferring them to a different event. So that's how her little button cookies came out. Also in the bag, we've got some shred that I lined at the bottom, just something else to like put some color into the bag. This I also got from Dollar Tree. Again, they have multiple colors, any color of the rainbow. So red, green, blue, yellow. And I chose this like blue, teal, white, abalone sort of color that again went with the aesthetic of the bag and also looked really cute with the Firefly lighting. So that was also in the bag. So next up in the bag, we have these little popcorn boxes, okay? And these are super, super cute. I was really, really proud of how these came out too. So let me show you the box. So again, product from Amazon. So these little boxes, I believe they're 4.5 inches tall. So I, also did my research after I picked the bag on how tall everything needed to be to fit inside the bag. So again, the homework is done for you should you happen to completely replicate this idea. So these are, of course, food safe bags, 4.5 inches tall. And it was just, the perfect size to put into the bag and put their kettle corn. And so again, with the theme of Coraline, she goes to Mr. Lewinsky's, they're watching the show, got the jumping mice in there, they're having popcorn, and so that was another cute little idea to put in the bag. The kettle corn, let me know in the comments if you want me to do a video on that. We did do this from scratch. As you know, do everything from scratch. So with the kettle corn, it's super, super easy. We got some organic kernels, and it was just some sugar and oil, and it came out really, really delicious. So I was really happy about these bags. They came in flat, and then all you do is just pop them open, and it was easy peasy lemon squeezy. Also, to close out the bag, again, wanted to keep it neat. I didn't want popcorn spilling all over the place. So once we put the popcorn in the boxes, then I grabbed a cello bag, same bag, larger size, and closed it up and used that same blue satin ribbon that we use for the button cookies. So that was super, super cute. And then they can, open it and close it. They don't have to, worried about getting things spilled everywhere. All right, next in the bag are these photo frames. Again, another really super cute idea. So Coraline moves to a new town, they've got a new home, and so of course, what kid is not going to be homesick? So she brought a picture frame with her 2 best friends to have next to her bedside. So I thought it would be really cute to incorporate that idea. So when the girls are going away from the party, they can have a piece of my daughter, essentially, just as a memento to remember the party. So I took that same image from the movie, which was Coraline's 2 friends. And here's where AI really, really helped me. So I just took that exact picture, put it into Chat GPT and I told Chat, keep this picture exactly the same, but now I want to edit the lettering on the marquee. So I customize it with her school, their mascot, and then her name. And so it was completely custom to my daughter and her, real life details. Also, the frames themselves I got from Dollar Tree. Again, this is something I believe the girls would probably, keep this and just swap it out with another photo later. But again, just in case it's something that they were going to toss, I didn't break the bank. I just spent, $1 on this item. And then when it came to the printing, I use a Canon printer. I'll also link that here. Again, everything you can grab on Amazon. The Canon printer I've been using for years, even prior to starting my business. So I really love the way that they print. I use Canon printers for just regular pictures on regular paper. And then I also use the Canon printers for my cake. So whenever I'm doing an icing image, I use a Canon printer. The way that they print out, the image qualities, the color, the dimension that you get in the colors is perfection. Shout out to Canon. So I will also, again, like I said, link that printer because you can't go wrong with the Canon printer. So that was another little cute idea. While we're also talking about printing, I will bring out her thank you card. Just in true fashion of being a hospitable person, you always want to say thank you. Yes, they're getting the goodie bag, but I also wanted a cute little note to say thank you as well. So again, using the Canon printer, the cards, I got them from Staples, and they have a wide variety of cards. Of course, I will link it and put it up in the box as well for you all to see. This one, it was 4 on the sheet, and you just pop them out so you don't have to worry about cutting. I'm left-handed, and I always have problems with cutting. I cannot cut straight for the life of me, so I'm always like, so I was like, let me just get the ones that you can pop out and I don't have to worry about cutting it. So that's what I did. That pack came from Staples, and they have ones where you can have 10 on a page, 8 on a page, something like that. This one I chose 4 because, again, measuring everything out, this was the perfect size to go into the bag. Went on Google, got an image, from Coraline, of course, popped it into the computer, and then I just added the customization with her name for the party and then saying thank you for coming. So these came out super cute. Shout out to Canon again. Last but not least, in the bag, I found these little resin cats. So again, going with the theme, the cat in the movie, the little Wuss-Puss, the really cute black cat. Again, I wanted something that went along with the theme. So I found these little resin cats from Amazon, and this was like a little surprise. So they're like a few little cats scrambled around in the bag. So once they empty out the bag, if they didn't see it before, they'll see it when they're pulling that shred out of there. And it's kind of like an adventure, a pop-up surprise with the little cats. So again, they're little resin cats. I got them off of Amazon. I believe this was like a pack of 50. And they were the perfect size. I also added this to her cake, which I'll talk about in a second. And these are food safe, so you can put them on top of cakes, you can put them on top of cupcakes. I thought it was a little heavy for a cupcake, but you can definitely pull it off. So this went on top of her cake, and it was just like the perfect thing. So 10 out of 10 for those. And that's it when it comes to the bag. So I hope you all, again, are inspired to do a Coraline goodie bag, or like I said, if there's something inside of the bag that inspires you or is going to add to something that you've already got going, the homework's done for you. You don't have to search around. These things all worked very well. I would highly recommend them. As you see, I've had extra some things that I will repurpose for other projects. All of these things were great quality and will definitely last a really long time. And now that we've covered the goodie bag, I also wanted to let you know a couple of things also outside of the bag that were a part of the party. So again, with the theme being at the skating center, we weren't allowed to bring in any decorations, no backdrops, stuff like that. So I still wanted to make sure that her party table looked like we were still in the theme of Coraline. So I'll pop it up on the screen, but I went ahead and found some Galaxy table covers for her, and it went perfect. The way the covers looked on the table with the bags, with the plates. We got some color coordinating plates. It all worked out just fine. The table covers were plastic, so again, any spills, you just either wiped it up or tossed out that table cover layer. So I wanted to make sure that I mentioned that, and that's something that you can add to this theme. Another thing that I wanted to mention was, of course, her cake. And so I will go ahead and pop that up on the screen. So she really loves strawberry, so I did a strawberry cake with vanilla buttercream from scratch. And again, for those of you who have seen Coraline, her other mother gives her a cake in the movie. And so I was kind of going back and forth. I'm like, should I do the actual cake from the movie, or should I do something else? And part of me, since it's her 13th birthday, she's hopping into the teens now, I kind of wanted to do this really extravagant cake for that. But then the other part of me said, well, if Coraline got a cake in the movie, I should probably replicate the cake in the movie. So after a little back and forth of what should I do, I got some outside opinions, and we all agreed, yes, go ahead and do the cake. That's the exact cake from the film. So again, that should be popped up by now. So you will see the cake that I did for her for the movie was the exact cake that the other mother gifted to Coraline in the other world. And a couple of things about that cake, as I mentioned, I went ahead and put a little whispers on top of the cake. So that was, again, tying it all in for it to make sense. And then the candles that I put on top of the cake were also from Amazon. I found these really cute pink metallic tall wick candles. If you know from the movie, again, the candles on the cake were really long, so I wanted to make sure that I found these really long candles. I believe it came in a pack of 24, and they were perfect. They all burned right away, and the color fit the aesthetic, and it was great. So no complaints on that. 10 out of 10, recommend again out of those candles. That sums it up. Thank you for watching. If you've made it this far, go ahead and give the video a like. Make sure that you subscribe. I'm Mercy Me on all social platforms. Your girl's everywhere. You know this by now. And of course, subscribe. I appreciate you watching. And if you have any questions on something that I covered, go ahead and put it in the comments. I would love to catch up with you all. So I hope to see some of your goodie bags out there. Have fun in the kitchen and keep it sweet.